Hello, Internet, and welcome to just a little thing that I thought I would do in between my Let's Play of the Banner Saga and my Let's Play of the Banner Saga 2, which will be up tomorrow. Or the first episode of which will be up tomorrow. Yeah, I just thought that as long as there really isn't much time to do much of anything else, I'd show off a game that I may not do a lot of content on the channel for, but I do think is interesting and worth checking out. And that game is Duelyst. Duelyst, for those of you who don't know, is a collectible card game that came out, I think, early last year in open beta. And it's, I suppose I describe it as a combination of, and I know it's gonna be like this combination again, Fire Emblem and Hearthstone. Because it has Fire Emblem's movement system, and it has a lot of positional based effects, which will make more sense once we actually get into a game. And it has Hearthstone's persistent damage, mana that ticks up every turn, rarity system, pack system, arena system. They're similar in execution, but they're a lot different in practice. Here, I will show you what I mean. Oh yes, and before I cut to actual gameplay, I do want to show what deck I'll be playing for those of you who may actually know what this game is. I'm just playing a Nova deck. It's a combo deck that revolves around this card, which affects the field in basically creating zones on the board where my opponent can't go without getting damaged. Everything else in the deck is just removal and healing. Got some Void Pulses to heal with. I've got some Healing Mystics to heal with. I've got Spectral Blades for healing. And then a bunch of Emerald Rejuvenators for, well, more healing. And then the rest of it's just tech and control cards. You don't need to know what all that means. It'll make sense once I show you. Hopefully. Versus Abyssian. Yeah, that's another thing. Games are usually pretty fast to find here. Now, I have this little banner here means that I've won with this particular faction. There are, I believe, 5 factions multiple times. I think I will keep the Nova. Maybe not this, maybe not this. I'll keep the Grasp. Alright, you can only mulligan up to 2 now. Yeah, very recently, changes happened to this game. And one of the changes that you can only mulligan 2 cards in your starting hand. Now, while I'm making my moves, I will describe what we have here. So we have a grid-based area where there's my general on one side and his general on the other side. We each have 2 attack and 25 health on our generals, and our general is basically a representation of us. If it dies, we die. Let me see. I'm just gonna rush through this and not actually explain what my gameplay decisions are. I'm just gonna be going right on through. Hit that. Mulligan this. Ooh, I have a Healing Mystic. Do I actually want to play that, though? Eh, sure, why not? Why not? Alright. So now I have some time to explain. So basically, this little bar up here is this is your mana. It ticks up every turn. And then this is your life total. Now, it's like most card games, and when your life total hits 0, you lose, but instead of being a passive participant in what's going on, you're basically the general. The general has, well, like I said, 2 attack and 25 health, but it can also be equipped with weapons and artifacts and such that give it interesting abilities, which cannot happen to other, I don't know, pieces, minions, monsters. Pick your poison in this game. Now, it also is similar to Hearthstone, as you can see, in that damage is persistent. Like, these 2 units have both taken damage, and it does not heal. There are some differences, though, like this little radiating, like, hexagon symbol that is going off of these 2 is because they have Provoke. And it's a position-based taunt, is the way I think of it. Like, your units can't do anything until the Provoke minion is dead. If they're touching it. They can't move, they can't attack anything else, they have to deal with that first. And the other difference with Hearthstone is this little replace here. You can replace one card in your hand per turn, which I think I will do. Oh, that's helpful. And also, you see this this gold area here? That is my summoning area. I can summon anywhere in this gold area, because your summoning area is everything that's adjacent to your minions and your general put together. Now I picked that up, which is basically just a coin, and I'm going to play through this turn very fast. Come on. And it has helpful little tooltips to show what's dying and what's not dying. No, Blood Tear Alchemist. Move. There it is. End the turn. Yeah, these 3 mana spring tiles are essentially like the coin, except you have to stand on them with either one of your minions or your general to make them work. Up, and he gave his minion bonuses, which I'm fine with, because I'm getting really close to being able to make my combo work. Now, though, I'll just do this. And then end my turn. Oh, and here's another... This is another one of the cool cards. It's like Fire Elemental, except it only works when it's facing the thing that it wants to deal 3 damage to. Like, there's a lot of fun elements to this. Or there's a lot of interesting elements to this. Up. He's buffing it again. Let's see. I can actually deal with this, so I will. Because I can do this, which allows me to free up a space to play my Dancing Blades and deal 3 damage. See, like, it's interactions like that that are obviously just, like, regular tactical turn-based. I should have played this on this guy and hit him. That was my fault. Like, normal tactical turn-based interactions that are fun because they're card-based. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do because cards limit, or cards alter your options. Oh, he did something. Oh, he natural selectioned me. That's fine. Because now my combo is going to work. Now, before I do this combo, I do want to explain what Shadow Creep does. Shadow Creep deals damage equal to the number of Shadow Creep spaces at the end of my turn. And what this does is it creates a 2x2 area of Shadow Creep. So now that I've done that, I deal 5 damage to everything standing on these tiles. It's the only... Shadow Creep, as far as I know, is the only... Oh, I top-decked another one. That's really good for me. Shadow Creep, as far as I know, is the only effect in the game that allows for altering of the actual terrain. Now that may change. This is in beta, and the developers are really good about releasing new cards. Like, they tend to release, I think it's 4 new cards every month, and they're also planning on releasing an expansion, which is going to be like over 100 cards. So there's a lot of new stuff shaking up the meta, which is admittedly a problem I always had with Hearthstone, is that the meta can get kind of stale. Oh yeah, and I'll just end my turn here, but I can also explain artifacts right now. So artifact, you see this little thing here? So yeah, it gives a general 4 attack. But the thing about it that's awesome is that that damage removes it. Also, I win the game. Because now I play this, which gives me +2 attack, and then I kill it. Yeah, that artifact that I just played gave my general +5 attack, and then I killed him, and then I won the game. And now I'm moving up the ranks. This is the first game I've played this month, because I've been, well, busy recording the Banner Saga playthrough. I haven't had a lot of time for other games. Now, I think we're just going to go right into another match, because I want to get, like, a couple matches down, and also because I'm having fun. Like, I think that this game is a serious Hearthstone contender. Like, there's definitely room for both this and Hearthstone to occupy very different creative spaces. Because, I mean, they share a lot of mechanical similarities, but because of the tactical turn-based conceit, there's a lot that you can do with it that you couldn't really do with Hearthstone. Now, this guy just played 2 artifacts on himself, which summon Wraithlings, so I can assume that he is, I think the term is Swarm Abyssian. It's a kind of aggro deck. So my goal is to make his plan as hard to execute as possible. You know, the standard card game modus operandi. I'll play the Abyssal Crawler over, not there. Things can attack diagonally in this game, so you do want to position around that. That's why I'm keeping these guys back, because I don't want to give him 2 Wraithlings. If I can avoid it. Like, if there's any way I can avoid doing so, I want to make sure that he cannot get Wraithlings on the board. Because they're not useful on their own, but in a swarm deck, they're usually used to fuel powerful spells. And I would rather they didn't. Oh yeah, and things to note, or a thing worth noting in that interaction just there, is that creature, or whenever you hit something, it hits you back, is essentially what I'm trying to get at. There are certain effects that will make that not true, but most of the time, if something hits you, if you hit something, it will hit you back. Which is important for setting things up. Oh god. You lowered its attack to 0. The value. I think this card changed since I last saw it. I think it used to be like deal 1 damage to all surrounding minions. It also, back when I played it a little over 3 weeks ago, you used to draw 2 cards and be able to mulligan your entire starting hand. Now I think they changed. I win. Simple as that, really. He couldn't kill my my healing mystic, so he decided to commit seppuku. But yeah, I think the game recently changed such that you can only mulligan 2 cards in your hand, and you can only... Look at how quick these queue times are. It's really nice. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you can only mulligan 2 cards in your... down 2 cards in your hand, like so. Like so, I think. And you can only draw 1 card. Yeah, the old way where you could draw 2 cards and mulligan multiple things, or mulligan your entire hand, really favored combo decks like mine and aggro decks. Essentially, there's a faction called Songhai, which is the hunter of this game, that was very good at dealing literally your entire health bar and damage if the game went late enough. That needs to die. I'm in danger of getting avalanched if I make this play, but on the other hand, I kind of need to kill that. Yeah, I think this will do. Yeah, this is news to me as well in certain ways, because everything is new and exciting, and my mystic's about to die. Oh, this is good. So we're definitely doing this, and then hitting that in the face. Oh yeah, and then there's emotes in this game as well. If you click on your character portrait, I have a lot of the faction ones unlocked, like that, because I've played this particular faction a lot. But there's a ton of emote variety that I enjoy immensely. Like, for instance, that. You never get to see her smile. Look at those pouting lips. Not really made for smiling. Now, the Vannar, which this lady is, have another unique ability to this game called Infiltrate. Infiltrate gives them additional bonuses when they're on my side of the field. Now, I obviously don't want that to happen, so I'm going to spend most of my time on her side of the field, which is just Jim Dandy for me. I should have played this later because I missed out on 1 point of healing, the anti-value. Now, I could also get avalanched here, which would not be great. You'll see avalanche if it goes down. Man, she does not like my plan to straight up murderate this glacial elemental. Vannar are also the main tribal faction, I would argue. Let's see. The avalanching could be real here, so I think I'm going to... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I can do this, then I can play my Demonic Lure, which is one of a subset of cards that can change the position of enemy minions. Move it over here, then play my Grasp of Agony, which deals 3 damage to every surrounding enemy thing when this guy dies. And voila! I almost pulled off the perfect combo. I am going to take 4 damage because I didn't kill this thing, but I'm fine with that. Alright, I'm slightly less fine with it now. Oh, he's an aggro deck, and he's been hiding it from me this whole time. What a clever Or what a clever lady. Because this hurts a lot. Alright. I don't want to run too far back for fear of avalanching. In fact, I think I might actually chill out on my own side of the field. Then just do one of these. There we go. Hopefully I don't die. Yeah. Aggro decks are somewhat hard to counter in this because you actually have to deal damage with your face. It's like having a weapon all the time. Oh, I might be dead. Yep, I'm dead. Oh well. I'll take winning 2 and losing 1 for an episode. Well, let me actually check. Yeah, 20 minutes. We're 20 minutes deep. Yeah, that's fine. I also completed a Welcome Back, the quest that accumulates more gold. The more that accumulates gold, the more time I spend not playing the game. Which is not a comment on this game being in any way less than a very enjoyable card game. Like, I play Hearthstone, I play Chronicles, I play Soulforge, I play Magic. And of the card games that I play, this is definitely, like, amongst the top 3 that are really, really fun to play. It is also... I should probably mention this. I should have mentioned this way earlier, but it is also free to play. Like, each of these, the Spirit Orbs, which are basically your booster packs, costs 100 gold, and you get close to. You could probably get 100 gold by playing maybe 6 games if you had quests. There's also the Gauntlet, which functions almost exactly like the arena in Hearthstone, except it's not available all the time. So you're not in danger of not having not having new cards. There are also I believe there are quests for each faction, which are Linar, Songhai, Vitruvian, Abyssian, Magmar, and Vanar, where if you reach level 10 with that faction, you get a booster pack. So, there's really, like, there's no point at which you're lacking in cards. The game also gives you a random legendary at some point, I don't remember when. I'm sorry, I'm gushing a little, but it's because I enjoy this game. And I feel like if you like tactical turn-based strategy stuff, which you probably do if you're still watching my channel, and if you like card games like Hearthstone, which it seems like a pretty large subset of people on the internet these days do, this is definitely worth looking at. It's worth giving a look and seeing if it's your cup of tea. And I think that's all I have to say about it for the moment. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you'd like to actually see more of this on the channel. Give me a reason to play it more often, and I would not mind that at all. Plus, it's also short recordings, so I could just upload these while putting up my Banner Saga playthrough. My Banner Saga 2 playthrough, which is coming out tomorrow. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. As well as any other comments you might have, they're always appreciated, and I will see you tomorrow.